Is the word funnel a dirty word to you? It is for a lot of people I talk to, especially conscious online business owners who are sick of the way that marketing is done, or at least how it's talked about and taught in our current internet era. So today we are indeed talking about funnels, mainly because it is the agreed upon term in marketing for taking the people that you work with in your business on a journey to deepen your relationship. So that's what I mean by it. You are welcome to, in your head, think about other ways to say funnels, and you can sub that in when I say funnel. But to keep it simple, I will be using funnels over and over and over again. So another term you could use that we've used before is sacred attraction formula, or your unique formula for deepening your relationship with clients. But let's just jump in with 3 myths about funnels, because this episode is really all about creating an evergreen ecosystem in your business. And the truth is, you have a funnel or multiple funnels or many funnels in your business, whether you know it or not. Whether you made them or not, if you're doing business in any way, funnels are there. If you have a website, if you have a social media profile, if you have a podcast, if you have a lead magnet, all of those are funnels. Actually, they might not be intentional funnels. They might not be optimal funnels, but they are funnels or parts of funnels in your business. So this is when we think about, how do we actually make use of the funnels that we have so that we can create an evergreen ecosystem? So let's start with 3 myths about funnel. The first one that I come up against often is the idea that funnels are unethical. Again, funnels, the word funnel, is just the agreed upon term in marketing for taking the people that you work with in your business on a journey to deepen your relationship with them. When we intentionally build a funnel, we are automating the process so that it can be happening without you investing your human energy into it again and again. And this isn't icky, or at least it doesn't have to be. So think about a book. I wrote my book one time, and it's taken thousands of people on a journey without me rewriting the book over and over again. There's nothing icky or weird about it. My thoughts and ideas and stories are simply captured in a way that a large amount of people can access it without my human meat suit being taxed over and over again. Your funnel is the same way. It's a way for you to connect with people and deepen your relationship with them. So, second myth, you have to follow a formula. Usually when you learn about funnels, you are taught a formula to follow. And a lot of people market the formulas that they have for funnels with their proven formula and all the things. But you do not have to follow a formula. If you want to and it works for you, beautiful, go with it. But you do not have to follow any sort of formula for a funnel. Usually, of course, there's this underlying strategy behind it that makes one work better or worse. But that isn't a formula, that is a strategy. And really, the easiest funnels to set up are ones that are based on what works organically in your business. Okay? Let me say that again. The easiest funnels to set up, and the easiest funnel that you could set up, is based on what is already working organically in your business. It's proven, you're just automating it. So for example, if you promote an online program in the form of a launch, so a launch being, again, launch is another dirty word. But if you launch a program, which means to promote a program in a condensed amount of time, and you have a successful launch and you created a lead magnet for it, maybe you did a masterclass and you sent a bunch of emails and you posted a bunch of things on Instagram, you can actually take what worked organically, that launch that worked organically, and automate it. You can look back over that promotion and you can automate it. You would do this with ads. You would do this with web pages, with automated email sequences. Because when you recreate what works organically, like in a launch or like in your normal marketing, it is proven. You're just automating it. And you can skip this process. Like if you have a brand new offer or a brand new opt-in freebie, you can absolutely skip that process. You don't have to figure out exactly what works organically. Just realize that it'll take way more experimentation and you'll probably be using money instead of time. You'll be spending money instead of spending time. And what I mean by that is when you find out what works organically and it doesn't work organically perfectly the first time, like you have to post a bunch of times to figure out your right messaging or the right creative, you're using time in order to figure out what's going to work. When you just jump in and start running ads to something that hasn't been proven, you could be using money to figure out, like you could spend hundreds or thousands of dollars on an ad that doesn't work well. But there is a reality that some people have more money than time, so it is absolutely worthwhile in that instance. So to button up, you do not have to follow a formula. Funnels can actually work better when you are following the formula you have already created in your business by figuring out what works organically. So your formula. The third myth that we're busting today is that funnels disconnect you from your people. Not true. When done right, funnels connect you with more people just as deeply. Remember that you run a business and you are not your business. So people are in relationship with your business, with the assets that you create within your business, with your business's messaging, with your business's branding and reputation. That's what you're ultimately working towards. You are not working towards your entire business being completely dependent on you. In order to change the world at the level you want to, then you need to make the transition. And of course, if you haven't grabbed our Meet the Soul of Your Business meditation, it is completely free. It is linked in the show notes. You can find it on my website or my link in bio at The Dirty Alchemy on Instagram. And just a little preface with this meditation, I do use the gender pronouns she, her in this meditation. So go into that knowing that. Feel free to swap out in your head you, they, or whatever pronouns fit you. But I just wanted to let you know before going into that meditation that I use she, her repeatedly. So what funnels are doing is they are externalizing your energy from you and making it so that the way that people deepen their relationship to you and your business is automated and is externalized so that your business houses it. Instead of you giving your people transformation, it is your business that is transforming your people. They are getting amazing results from your writing, but that is housed in your business through your trainings, through your emails, through your videos. Again, housed in your business. So you gotta let go of that control. You gotta unclench your fist and realize that in order to make the impact that you want to make in your business, it can't be dependent on you. So when funnels are done right, they connect your business with more people. It gets people deeply impacted and actually allows your message and your face in the form of videos and in the form of writing to more people. So let's define evergreen ecosystem and what an evergreen ecosystem is. This is the part of your regenerative business that continues to cycle and thrive without you being there. If you read Regenerative Business, my book, then you remember that you have cycles. It's one of the principles of nature. You have cycles, but your business also has cycles that are separate than you. It has its own cycles. This is important. This is beautiful. This makes it from instead of you looking at a single rose blossoming, you realize that your business is the entire rose garden. Or even better, it's the entire forest where some things are in bloom, some things are fruiting, Some things are dying, all within the larger ecosystem that is your business. If you don't have this set up, then maybe you have offers that essentially live in a graveyard on your website. You have this like evergreen offers page on your website that maybe someone buys once a month, but they usually don't. Or another symptom would be you feel like you're working and promoting all the time. You're in this constant communication. When what a funnel does is it captures your most effective communication, your most effective actions, your most effective messaging, and just has it continue to cycle over and over again within your business. There's this interesting thing when you are good at social media, and if you are someone who uses Instagram a ton for your marketing, for your promotions, there becomes this sense of I have to create something new all the time. I have to be on top of the algorithm. I have to find a new way to talk about this, when that doesn't have to be the case. Of course, I love social media. I am on Instagram all the fucking time. I enjoy Instagram. But what a funnel will do, what an evergreen ecosystem will do, is it captures your best work and houses it so that more and more people, different people, are impacted by your best stuff and transform them. So if you want to learn how I create funnels, how I develop evergreen ecosystems, then come join us in Evergreen Ecosystems. We have it on pre-sale this month, and the pre-sale is 50% off. So a huge discount if you join in January 2024. If you are listening after January 2024, you can still join Evergreen Ecosystems. It just won't be at the pre-sale price. And within the online course, I will take you through the underlying strategy behind building a funnel and creating an evergreen ecosystem so that you can create one for your business. I will give, for those of you that love formulas and having experts tell you what to do, I will give you a step-by-step of what I recommend if you don't have something organically working, so that you can just hit the ground running and start with the experimentation process of optimizing a funnel. But I also will teach you that underlying strategy under a funnel, so that if you do have things working, if you do have a launch that worked, if you are a nonconformist and fucking hate formulas, then I will still guide you along the way of making your unique evergreen ecosystem that works with your energy, with your brilliance, with your business. So all of that is on sale now. You can find the link to join in my link in bio on Instagram at The Dirty Alchemy. You can find it in the show notes here. You can go to our website, thedirtyalchemy.com, and click Work With Us in that top menu, and then go to our trainings page for all of our trainings. But no matter what, whether you join me or not, I really just want you to settle into the potential of having your business do more and more work for you. Have this evergreen ecosystem that is working like a forest, versus you having to work all the time. In order to have the impact that you want to be making in the world, this big impact, because the world fucking needs to change, you better believe it, then it can't be all on you. You can't be the bottleneck. It can't be dependent on one human. So evergreen ecosystems and building funnels and creating assets like this that are working in the background, whether it's completely automated with tech and systems, or you have a team supporting you and leading sales calls or scheduling posts, it is so important for your business to thrive and grow to the magnitude that you foresee it growing. So, see you soon. Talk to you next week. Until then.